7 days a week, you can enjoy an inspirational word, commentary, special interviews, and a whole lot of gospel music from Streaming Praise Radio, SPR Live.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
Five, four, three, two, one. We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds. It's the hottest in the world, and you've got it.
This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It is Sunday. Sunday, blessed day, fun day, cold day, Arctic day, protest day. All of these kind of days going on today on January 30th, the last Sunday of the month. We completed 4 weeks of this month in of this year in 2022. We thank God that we've seen through this month. I thank God that I've seen through this month and this day. Thank you, Jesus, for your grace and mercy that you allowed me to see this day. We got so much to talk about, people. Thank you for tuning in to Radical Riddimz. It's your girl, Princess Playa, right here on SPRLIVEFM.com. We give you some Caribbean, a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of Afrobeat today. That's what we're going to do from now until 5 p.m. Yes, y'all. And as you're listening on the radio, you can also watch. We are live on YouTube. If you go to our YouTube channel, Streaming Praise Radio, you'll be able to see my lovely face and my balaclava. When you come to see it, when you come on YouTube, you will see my balaclava. What is a balaclava? Let's just say it's like a ski mask, okay? We'll talk more about it after, but this is going to be an interesting discussion today. Some sports, and of course, I could not, for sure, I'm going to be talking about the truckers' protests going on in our nation's capital, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. It's being looked at from all over the world, so of course, we're going to talk about those things. And of course, whatever else comes up. As always, you know how Radical Riddimz go. We play the music and we also have conversation, especially with my Radical Riddimers that come in and chat with me. And I'm looking forward to having the regulars come in and chat with me and find out what's going on with them. And you are welcome to join the chat on our YouTube channel. Please feel free to come in and give your 2 cents, share whatever is on your heart. And if you need a special shout out, birthday shout out, whatever, let me know in the chat. All right, let's start the show off. I want to start it off with some worship. Definitely some worship. All of you follow Hillsong, but Hillsong not have no reggae tune, or soca tune, or dancehall tune. So of course we're going to have to reggaeify this song that's all known, Worthy as the Lamb by Chevelle Franklin, right here on Radical Riddimz, SPRLIVEFM.com.
Thank
you for the cross, Lord. Thank you for the price you paid. Bearing all my sin and shame. In love you came and gave amazing grace. Thank you for this love, Lord. Thank you for the nail pierced
now. From London to Ghana, from Ghana to the world. Santa from the UK. Edward Star, what's that? Well, alright then. From the first day we born, I was destined to walk in our blessings, and I know that we can't. So we walk in a wrong direction. God overall, He make a big man come down small. He make a small man rise up tall. So all I can say, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. 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 Blessings more than silver and gold. Me not sell out my soul. Telling me the blessings like a river flow. And I follow everywhere we go. Telling me the blessings. No levels we setting. London to Ghana we repping. Telling me the blessings that keeps on rising, keeps on rising. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, I'm a blessings all over me. Blessings, let they follow me. Eja Ushirano, let they follow me. I have God Almighty, so the devil can't try me. Mighty blessings upon me. I'm a mess to my soul be okay. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over. Back to the front of the, from the ground to the top of the. God's blessings all over me. And I know God's watching over me. Daytime, nighttime, shower me. Nation to nation, shine on me. Blessings are come to inspire me. And we are to the world with no apology. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me.
For my cause this year and I'm leaning on my own understanding. Now boy, hey, gonna go back to school, get my degree. I can do what this class that strengthens me. I have the victory. I'm going on my knees and I'm praying red hot. Pushing through the tears, going for my reward, yes. I'm gonna make it. Greater, you see that lips in me. Can be, that is in the world. Greater, you see in me, yeah. Greater, you see that lips in me. Can be, that is in the world. Greater, you see. This year I ain't never written no fears. This year I'm crying all them tears. Jimmy Jazz, but for my yes, I'm gonna make it greater. You see that lips in me, that is in the world. Greater, you see in me, yeah. Greater, you see that lips in me, that is in the world. Greater to see, yeah.
That is a Greater with Samantha Johnson. Before that, we heard from Sons of Thunder, Blessing upon Blessing, Blessing all over me. Hey. And we heard from Afolake, Satisfy. And we started the show off with Chevelle Franklin, Worthy is the Lamb. I just want to start it off with some worship. Start the show off with some worship. It's your girl, Princess Playa, right here on SPRLIVEFM.com. This is the Radical Riddimz, where we give you a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of Afrobeat. And just in case you're listening, you think that you can only listen to me, you can also go to our YouTube channel. I'm live on YouTube. You can see my pretty face. Go to our YouTube channel, which is Streaming Praise Radio. Subscribe, like, all that jazz. Hit the notification button so you are told whenever the show is live. My Radical Riddimers, bless you. Sister Shireen, Sister Raquel, and Sister Faye. I see you all. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me see what's going on. What are you ladies saying? You're blessing each other and saying hi to each other. Yes, Sister Faye, I'm solo today. Yeah, I probably will be solo more often. Benji will be coming in periodically, different Sundays. So that's cool. Whenever we have him in, it will be a blessing. Yes, Sister Shireen, how's your family doing? I know you guys were sick. What are you saying? You're much better now. You had a few friends over yesterday for dinner. Isn't that your second dinner party that you had? Because I remember a couple months ago you said that, I think it was in November, when you had people over and you were so grateful. You're like, oh my goodness, it's been a while since I had people over. So I'm glad you were able to have a few friends over again. Maybe this is the second dinner you've told us about, and maybe you've had a few since that time. But glad that you had some people over. I'm glad that people are now feeling comfortable to have people over, because it is a necessity to be around your folk, around your peoples, around your community. You know what I mean? It's necessary. And I mean, during this whole last 2 years, I think a lot of us recognize the need for companionship, the need to be around people, the need to be social. I think even introverts, to be honest with you, because if you were okay with the last 2 years of not seeing anybody, then you are past introvert and you are a hermit. That's what you are. You are a hermit. You know what I mean? And I don't even think either is good. It's not good. So Sister Shireen said this is the second one. Okay. So this is the second one. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you're having your out. And in the winter, I'm glad you opened your home for a few people and had some, dinner and break bread and chat and talk and all those good things, Yeah. Next time you want to open your home, remember, sister, invite me over. You did cook food? What was on the menu? I mean, want to know, did you guys do takeout or did you actually cook food, or was it a potluck or something? But pot blessing, that's what we call it in Christendom. We call it pot blessing, not potluck. So lots going on, people. Oh my goodness, lots going on. Oh, you're planning to do it once a month? Oh, that's good. That's nice. So I guess you're doing it on the last weekend of the month, right? Doing it the last weekend of the month. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I'll wait to see what the drama unfolds with Claremont here saying somebody called him out. So I'm sure everybody knows what's going on in Ottawa. And if you don't know, you're living under a rock. If you are in a different country, I'm sorry, you're living under a rock. Because, well, maybe a small one. Maybe you just don't have nothing on whatsoever. But if you're in Canada, you have to know what's going on. So last week, if you tuned in last week, you know that I had talked about the truckers' protest, Freedom Convoy 2022 that's happening. They were coming in from the north, the south, the east, the west to protest the mandates that have been coming in from the federal government, namely Trudeau. What was I gonna say? Castro Trudeau. Oh my goodness, Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada. And they were coming in from the north, the south, the east, the west. Some were coming from across the border from the States up into Ottawa. And a lot of people downplayed the whole thing, saying that it wasn't going to be a lot of people. They're predicting 50,000 people. Well, they weren't predicting. They were saying 50,000 truckers were coming up there. And other people were like, oh, it's just going to be 100, 100 or a few hundred or something like that. People are like, okay. All through the week, every day, as they were coming, making their way from the north, the south, the east, the west, across Canada, from as far as Vancouver all the way to Ontario. And Vancouver is about 4 provinces away, and Canada is big. They were driving, they were making their stops in several different cities, making their stops. And they arrived in Toronto on Thursday. And might I say, Toronto was madness. I didn't go. I was tempted. A friend of mine was like, a former church member of mine, she was like, come, let's go. So I said, I'll let you know on Wednesday. But then I chickened out because traffic and the frigid cold. It is freezing. It's minus double digits. But it didn't matter to these people. These people came outside. They were outside still standing up with their flags, with their signs, cheering the truckers. They were padded up. I was like, NASA. I was watching all the footage online, not on the news, because again, the news was only showing what they wanted to show and they were barely showing anything. But in Toronto, in every overpass along the 401, the 401 is the longest highway in Canada, and every overpass just had people cheering them on. Every single overpass in Toronto. I know overpass all through 401 going westbound through Kitchener. They also were there too, because I've seen some family friends that were out there by the highway. And I mean, these people came off from the overpass and came down at the sides onto the highway. I was like, whoa, that's serious. Highway 401 is no joke, people. You need to understand that Highway 401 is dangerous. It's a 16-lane highway, and I think it's the biggest highway in North America. 16-lane highway. Okay, so you don't necessarily want to be anywhere near close to the sides, the shoulder or anything like that. But people along the side, man, I would not have done that. But that's to show you all of this. And that's what's up right now. I'm going to go into a little bit more stuff throughout the show, because there are some things that came up. And I do want to kind of explain some things to some people, because they think that this is an anti-jab protest, or it's an anti whatever. It's anti-mandate. It's allowing people to choose what they want to do, not to be coerced. And people see where this nation is going if this mandate continues to follow through and cause people to have to inject themselves with something be faced with not being able to provide for your family. That's not a good thing. So that is what this is all about. But before I get back into the music, You know what? No, I'm going to go back into the music and then I'm going to play something when we come back. Yeah, man. So that's what's up. Ottawa is in gridlock, people. And if anybody is on the chat, anybody that's listening right now that's in Ottawa or you were somewhere near Ottawa, you can share your experiences in the chat. Let us know what's going on. If you have family members who are at the protest right now or were there yesterday, or even their Friday night, because the Eagle landed Friday night. Let us know what's up. I think there's a few people that have some family members in Ottawa. I know some people went down Montreal into Ottawa. So, I mean, crazy stuff going on right now. Canada is on the map for some things now. Boy, I tell you, baby. Anyway, let's get back into some music with Jay Prince, Daniel Musgrove, Canton Jones, Papa San, Nigel Lewis, then Blessed Messenger, and Nahilet Blackman and Tony Anthony right here. SPRLIVEFM.com. Radical Riddimz, your girl, Princess Playa. My Radical Riddimers, I see you, I see you, I see you. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Now when I feel the shot of them, all of my friends them. Yeah, now when I feel the hot girls, my sisters. Me say, oh, can separate us from the love of Jesus? No one, no one. You coulda come from Batmanville or gunman tongue. Father God, he can turn it around. Coulda make a man beat like African drum. He can turn it around. Coulda come from bad girl lane or bad girl city. Jesus will make your life pretty. Coulda touch rebel heart to ride on. He can turn it around. Hey, some of them don't really wanna be bad, but all the pain in them heart to send them mad. Situation pressure, bust pipe like it now get better. Some of them must step away, but there is no get away. But they say, God will make a way, cause I am got the city now, where there is no way. I am got the key for that. So let someone me tell you, Jesus Christ him love you, yeah. And if you believe, he turn a new name. You coulda come from Batmanville or gunman tongue. Father God, he can turn it around. Coulda make a man beat like African drum. Him can turn it around. Coulda come from bad girl lane or bad girl city. Jesus will make your life pretty. Coulda touch rebel heart to ride on. Him can turn it around. No, say the thing rough and the life hard. Own a family treat you like that. Watch your friend them neglect you when them can't get you to do the thing what them a think, hey. But I know you alone. Jesus Christ is calling. And if you want to receive him, say after me, say Father God, I'm a sinner. Say Father God, forgive me. Say Father God, I believe in you, Jesus. Say, Father God, wash my sins away. Hey, hey. You coulda come from Batmanville or gunman tongue. Father God, he can turn it around. Coulda make a man beat like African drum. He can turn it around. Coulda come from bad girl lane or bad girl city. Jesus will make your life pretty. Coulda touch rebel heart to ride on. He can turn it around. Yeah, for God to love the world, gave his only son. Whosoever believe on him, yeah, shall have everlasting life and shall not die, shall not die.
Let's go!
Yeah. Take Joe. Nice. Papa son. I am a scroll. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something and wave it. Get something. The storms that you've been through. He's the one who set my soul. Give me peace and self-control. your praise. Elohim, my God, the Most High. Wipe all of my tears when I cry. He's a wonder down in my soul, and my faith is making me go. All the good, so come take a seat. God is giving the victory. Bless the name of the one that can heal you. Yeah. The one that can take your soul. That's the one that can make you whole. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Get something and win it. Get something and win it. Get something and win it. If you love the Lord, got something and win it. Got something and win it. Got something and win it. If you love the Lord, get something and win it. Wave it up, let me see you wave it. Celebrate, it's not too late. Hold them out, we just walk by faith. I wanna see all hands up in the air, waving around like you don't care. We about to change the atmosphere. This is your breakthrough, yeah. Time to learn all that you do. All the stuff that you brought me through. Don't have to worry about the thing. All praise goes to the King of Kings. I wanna see all hands up in the air. All hands up in the air. All hands up in the air. This is your breakthrough, yeah. Let's go. Get something and win it. Get something and win it. Get something and win it. If you like the Lord, got something and win it. Got something and win it. Got something and win it. If you love the Lord. Me stand up and I sit down, me no sit down. Blaze with me praise and the fire not burn. Do what we got down, we not cool down. We belong to the Father and the Son. Listen me, listen up, put your it up and praise him. And in the ear, put it up, make we heal him. My God, it's truly amazing. Nothing can replace him. We know Papa. Blessing now we all every day. Our fun and laughter. Our dance and the prayer we pray. Yeah. Get something and win it. Get something and win it. Get something and win it. If you like the Lord, got something and win it. Got something and win it. Got something and win it. If you love the Lord, get something and vibe in the air right now. Everybody want Jesus. Yes, it's a vibe in the air right now. Everybody want Jesus. Ready to go, to go, to go, to go. We ready. We ready to go, to go, to go, to go. The atmosphere charge up. It charge up. 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 The atmosphere coming together. Shut up 1,000 to fly. Coming together. Shut up 10,000 to fly. Coming together. Coming together. Holy Ghost take over. We ready now. Every race, every creed, everyone, every flag, color scheme with the sun. A holy nation, lift up your banner for this one. A royal team, saddle up with your crown. And when you see we coming, together we take. And when you see we fighting, together we pray. We out there on the front line, together we take. Together we take. The atmosphere charge up. It charge up. 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 The atmosphere vibe in the air right now. Everybody want Jesus. Yes, it's a vibe in the air right now. Everybody want Jesus. Family, we're coming together. Shut up 1,000 to flight. Coming together. Shut up 10,000 to flight. We're coming together. Coming together. Holy Ghost take over. Hey, we ready now. We ready. We charge up. We ready. We ready. Hey. Hey. Let me go.
You are my daddy, my everything. Lord, you are my daddy, my everything. So with everything.
days a week, you can enjoy an inspirational word, commentary, special interviews, and a whole lot of gospel music from Streaming Praise Radio, SPR Live.
Glorify the King, my Lord. Each morn I rise, I kneel and pray. Save thy earth for all mankind. Plead for wisdom to serve him right. Oh, give him thanks for this precious gift of life. I give praises every day. Yes, I sing and call out his name. Oh, only he can cleanse me of my sins. Jah alone can stop my enemies. My Lord, in my heart, Jah lives there. In my house is worship and revere. He's the light that guides me there. Praise his name, let's glorify him. Now, I don't just pray when I'm burning. I don't just call on him when I am down. When things flourish, I heal him just the same. Share his words, spread love in his name. Share his kindness, spread love in his name. Oh, praise the Father, spread love in his name. Now, in my heart, Jah lives there. In my house, he's a worship and revere. He's the light that guides me day by day. Praise his name, let's glorify him. Now, glory, 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 praise his name. Glory, praise his name. So give thanks every day. Sing and shout, call out his name. Only he can cleanse you of your sins. Jah alone can stop your enemies. Now, in my heart, Jah lives there. In my house, he's a worship and revere. He's the light that
That was the sound of Tony Anthony. Praise him right here on SPRLIVEFM.com. This is the Radical Riddimz. It's your girl, Princess Playa, giving you a taste of the Caribbean. Nearly bust my neck right now. Giving you a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of some Afro beat. Did I even have Afro beat there? No, I didn't have the Afro beat in that section. I had chutney. And I'm going to continue to play that until DJ Analyst gives me some chutney. DJ Analyst, I keep asking you, is he in here? He didn't come in the chat yet. I could have sworn I saw DJ Analyst. But I did see my brother Benji in the chat. Brother Benji, what's up, what's up? Johnny Watts, I see you. Blessings, welcome, welcome as always. And to all those who are watching me right here on our YouTube channel, Streaming Praise Radio, God bless you. You see me in my balaclava. I don't normally dress like this. But I'm wearing a balaclava. I bought this at Costco. So the balaclava, for those of you listening and not watching, is it looks like a ski mask, but you can wear it like something that just goes around your neck to keep your neck warm. You can pull it up over your head as like a ski mask. You can pull the back up over to your forehead and it covers up your whole head and your ears, and then you can pull up the front that's around your neck up over your mouth and your nose. That's why you hear me sound like this, and just show your eyes. And this is my built-in mask, people. So I go into the store like that. It's so convenient for the winter. I just pull it out because I can't. Let me tell you something about the mask. It's like chafing the back of my ear, and it also is sore when I wear the mask. So I'm like, ugh. And I know that there's some invention where they have buttons where you can hook it on, but sometimes you forget, man. You forget the mask in the car. You forget it at home, and this is just handy. And I just pull it up one time and pull it down when I don't need it. And it also keeps me cozy. I won't say warm because it's like minus double digits, like minus, it's been like minus 16, 13, feeling like minus 20, like, oh, all week. Yes, Sister Raquel. Another week of 20 below zero. I'm telling you, when it's hitting minus 30, we hit minus 31. Well, that was with the wind chill when it feels like minus 31. We hit that at the beginning of the week. I think it was weekend time, but oh my gosh. No, I think it was Friday that we hit that. Madness, yo, madness. But yeah, that's what I have on today. I just felt like being cozy, and I also didn't feel like doing up my hair. So that's the thing with a black woman. What usually when you see her wearing a hat or a wrap around her head is because she never have time for comb her head. But she'll style whatever she has on her head. She'll put it in style, okay? She'll dress it in style. So that's what I'm doing today. Wearing my balaclava that I bought at Costco for $13, and you probably could find it somewhere cheaper, but when I saw it I was like, I gots to have that. Oh my gosh, Claremont, you're something else. So quickly, let's get into a little bit of sports and then go back to this trucker protest thing. So the Super Bowl's coming up. You know me already. I don't watch NFL. You know, I've been boycotting. If y'all don't know, I've been boycotting since all that happened with Kaepernick. But I recognize that there's people that watch football. So football, NFL, Super Bowl is coming up February 13th. That is Love Weekend, Valentine's Day weekend. And they, oh gosh, I forget where they're gonna have it. I had looked it up just now. I forget where it was gonna be. But yes, it will be on Sunday, February 13th. It looks like, the game is still going on. Sorry. It's between Bengals, Chiefs, 49ers, Rams. Yep. I believe something like that. I think I'm looking at it right. I don't know. I need Brotha Benji to tell me. That's who I believe it's possibly gonna be between. That's who's fighting it out right now. Where is it again? Oh my goodness. There it is. Where is Super Bowl? It's going to be held in Tampa, Florida. At the Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Oh, they're going to have some hot weather for this. So you know it's going to be nice. I wonder who's going to do halftime. Anybody know who's going to do halftime? I'm not even going to look it up right now. I wonder who's going to do halftime for real this time. I'm sure they've already announced it. You know what? Let me just type in halftime and then we'll go right into basketball. Because you know that's always the highlight. I don't even know why it's the highlight. You know, I don't know why Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg is doing the halftime show? Okay. Oh, no. Don't know. That's, no. I can't. You know what? I don't know. I'm not going to look this up because I can't tell who's doing halftime. I see, Brotha Benji, you're cheering for the 49ers, your team. Yeah, but I don't know why the halftime show is always the big event for everybody to see. It's in LA, but it just said, hold on. The Super Bowl is going to be held indoors for a little while after last year's you see how reading is fundamental. So it's going to California. Okay, Inglewood. Okay, Sophie Stadium in Inglewood. Okay, my bad. Thank you, my radical Riddimz. It's not Tampa. You see, I ain't following this thing. It's in California. That's where the Super Bowl is going to be. Thank you, Johnny Watts. Thank you, Brotha Benji, for correcting me. It's going to be in California, Inglewood. California. Okay. All right. So halftime show, it looks like it was saying Snoop Dogg, where he's from Cali, so I get that. Who's calling in? Hold on a second. Hello?
Hello. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
It's
Okay. I'm not. I don't know. I'll figure this out afterwards. You can call back. I'll figure it out afterwards. So halftime show, it looks like Snoop Dogg, what? Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige. Whoa, is that what's up? Whoa, that's gonna be a serious halftime show. That's a concert. My goodness, that's a concert. You know what I'm. Listen. I'ma figure it. You know how to. You calling? Who's calling? Hello? It's not working.
Hello?
Sorry, we're technical difficulties. Hello? Who's on the air? Who's on the phone? Hello? All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna work it. Hello?
Hello?
Got you on now.
There
What's
we
up?
go.
Yes.
Okay, like you're having difficulties talking about NFL playoffs there, so I'm going to give you a hand here.
Okay.
So
Go
right now-
ahead.
right
So
now-
hold on, before you give me a hand, hold on. So we have Brotha Benji on the phone. Brotha Benji, the other co-host to Radical Riddimz, he's going to give a little piece of NFL. I just want to jump straight into the NBA. I don't really care, but come, Brotha Benji, come with the NFL talks. Say something I didn't say already.
The reason why you ask why NFL halftime show is so important, it's all these big stars who go to the NFL and do their thing, so that's why it's so big.
It's all in what?
It's all because of big stars. Like a few years ago, they had Bruno Mars, they had Beyonce, they had J-Lo. Now I hear there's Dr. Dre in the mix coming this year for the Super Bowl.
but my friend, they have big stars halftime show for NBA All-Star Weekend, and it's not as big as halftime show for NFL.
Well, you forget NFL make more money than NBA.
Pardon me?
NFL make more money than NBA. That's why all these big stars. That's why it's in consideration. Right now, you're talking about NFL for playoffs. So in the AFC conference, it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cincinnati Bengals. The last time I checked it, it's 14-3 Chiefs. And later on, in the next 2 hours or so, which I have to juggle, at 6:30, it's going to be the LA Rams against the San Francisco 49ers in the AFC conference. So the winners of those two teams go to the big show on February 13th to the Super Bowl in Los Angeles.
Okay, so there's a game later on between who and who? The
So
Rams?
right now,
yes, but later on, you said another game. The Rams and the 49ers?
Rams and 49ers.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure what I'm going for already, so I'm not going for no Rams or no Chiefs or no Bengals. I'm going for my 49ers.
You're going for the 49ers.
All the way, because I'm going to the best stop, and I've been cheering for the 49ers since grade 6.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Right now, it looks like the Chiefs are going to beat the Bengals.
No, it's not over yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
But it's a big enough lead. But, you know, they still have time. So we'll see what happens. You know me already. It's whatever, but I know it's a major event for a lot of people. A lot of people love their football and they love the Super Bowl. And some people don't even really watch football until the Super Bowl comes around. Then they're, cheering and they pick a team and they have their pools and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy.
I just go who wins. I just go to they win, and that's it. I need to get one of these balaclavas that you're sporting right now. You look like one of those speed skaters from the Team Jamaica team.
I look like a speed skater.
Yeah, man.
Well, I guess you can say it's my ode to the Olympics, the Winter Olympics starting.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Go for Team Jamaica.
Yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna get into some NBA a little bit.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Yes, that was Brotha Benji calling in and giving the little NFL piece. Yes, so NBA, quickly. NBA All-Star Weekend's coming up. And that is also the same weekend as the Super Bowl. And we all know what's going to happen with that. I don't know how they're going to do this. Actually, no. It's February 20th. Actually, you know what? They're smart. Because they know if they did, because they showed something February 10th, and I don't know why. February 18th to 20th. And they normally have it like the first couple weekends. And it should have been that weekend, the 13th weekend. That's normally when they have NBA All-Star Weekend, and then Super Bowl is normally the first weekend of February. But this year that did not happen. But that's okay. So, of course, LeBron James is the captain of it's Team LeBron versus Team Durant. Kevin Durant, he's the other captain. East versus West. The Eastern Conference, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Trae Young, and DeMar DeRozan, y'all. DeMar DeRozan made it. That's a former Toronto Raptor that everybody loves. He made it. He is a starter for the Eastern Conference for NBA All-Star team, and then the Western Conference NBA All-Star starters are LeBron James, Nikola Jovic, Andrew Wiggins, who is from Toronto. That's Mississauga, Brampton area. And I'm so proud that he's a starter. And then, of course, Stephen Curry and Jay Morant. Okay, I'm not surprised about that. Unfortunately, I don't think Van Vliet made it from the Toronto Raptors. I don't think he made it to the All-Star. Yeah, I don't think he made it as a player. But interesting, normally the votes for NBA All-Star is mainly majority like the fans. This year, this is the first time I'm seeing it. And maybe it was like this last year, but I doubt it. The fans make up 50% of the votes. 50% of the votes. 25% of the votes are NBA players, and 25% of the votes is media panel. Yo, I don't know how that works, but so the fans only got 50% of the say. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I guess they know that it might not have turned out the way they wanted it to turn out. Maybe that's why. Hey, maybe they figured that LeBron James might not have been the team captain. Maybe it might be Giannis. You know, maybe. Well, Giannis, and they're both in the different conferences, but yeah, I just find that whole thing suspect. But anyways, whatever. Johnny Watts, what are you saying? Here's a question for everybody. You think DeMar will come back to Toronto? Maybe when he's soon to retirement, maybe, but I doubt it, because Vince Carter never came back. So and we were hoping that Vince Carter would come back to retire. Unfortunately, that was the year that COVID happened, and he retired that year, and yeah, never came back, sadly. But I doubt he'll come back. I would love it if he came back. Yo, we'd welcome him with open arms. So I did say, oh my goodness, forget, hold on, wait there. So the Olympics, before I even say anything, I want to big up the Jamaica bobsled team. They're going to be doing bobsled and the skeleton in the Winter Olympics. Big up. Okay, big up. So look out for that. The Winter Games is supposed to be February 4th until the 20th. Yes, February 4th until the 20th. So opening ceremonies is on Friday. Yeah, this Friday coming, opening ceremonies. We'll see if that doesn't get overshadowed by what's happening in Ottawa. My goodness, because you know Winter Olympics is what Canada is all about, right? we do our thing in the Summer Olympics, but Winter Olympics is where we're like, yeah, that okay. We can't do this. No, we can't come up on top. No, so that's what's up. But I have to big up Jamaican bobsled team who's doing it and going back again to the Winter Olympics, and this time going into skeleton. What? Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna go into some music. And when I come back, that is when I'm going to play a clip from our Prime Minister. Oh, my goodness. And then talk about this trucking thing and talk about some of the things that people are saying. But my radical Riddimers, I see you. God bless you guys. I hope that you all are keeping warm. Sister Faye, happy belated birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday. I'm sorry. Happy belated birthday. I hope that you had a blessed week. And I hope that, you know, that you celebrated the entire month, because that's how we March people do. That's how I do. I don't know about you. I don't care when my birthday is in March. I'm celebrating the entire month. It's a special month. So I hope that you were pampered, and I hope that you were celebrated, and I hope that you felt special on your birthday. Yes. So let's get into some music. You're listening to SPRLIVEFM.com, the Radical Riddimz with your girl, Princess Playa. Let's get into some Nisha Woods. I can feel it. Yes.
Nisha Woods again. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me. Open heaven all around me. Oh my gosh. If you walk with the Father and everything is blessed, and you seek in His kingdom and His righteousness, blessings are falling. If you put Him first, never in reverse, they ain't got no choice. So lift your hands and voice. Blessings are falling. feel it coming down, I can feel it. Blessings are falling. Eh, 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 eh.
Don't give up, yeah. Just ride out the storm. Hey, you've been in the storm, and it seems like forever. And your nights of confusion has been so long. Your ship has lost anchor, and the storm got you drifting. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is still with you. price was for free. I don't take it for granted. It means so much to me. You took the cross just for me, and the price was for free. I don't take it for granted, and that's why I've been searching far and wide for your love. Love me like I can't find far and wide for your love. Love me like I can't find. You got my heart a lot, I know you know. No fronting, you're the lover of my soul, and I don't even care what all these people say. My life is yours, it's no longer my own. Now I'm calling you my papa. You listen to me like sugar. All this human love will pass, but now you ain't sure. You took the cross just for me, and the price was for free. I don't take it for granted. It means so much to me. You took the cross just for me, and the price was for free. I don't take it for granted, and that's why I've been searching far and wide for your love. Love me like I can't find far and wide for your love. Love me like I can't find. No kind of love. I can't find. No kind of love. I can't find. For the present you gave, salvation you gave. I'll be calling you my dad. You can call me your baby. For the present you gave, salvation you gave. I'll be calling you my dad. You can call me your baby. Far away for your love, don't be lie. I can't find far away for your love, don't be lie. And that's why I've been searching far away for your love, don't be lie. I can't find far away for your love, don't be lie.
Communicating the gospel through music and spoken word via the internet. Streaming Praise Radio.
It's your girl, Princess Playa, back right here on SPRLIVEFM.com for Radical Riddimz. Right now, I'm going to play a little clip for you. Let me get myself organized. There's so much stuff to click and tap on. I never know what I'm clicking right off the bat. Okay, here it goes.
The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing do not represent the views of Canadians who have been there for each other, who know that following the science and stepping up to protect each other is the best way to continue to ensure our freedoms, our rights, our values as a country.
That was the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, son of Pierre Elliott Trudeau, on Wednesday. That was the 26th. That apparently calling the people that are coming to Ottawa small fringe minority. Well, that was fighting words. Me no know who tell him to go up there so go say that. Because from people here, that it added fuel to the fire. I believe that's why so many people came out on every overpass in Toronto and cheered on these truckers. I believe that's why there are thousands of people in Ottawa right now on foot, in vehicles, trucks, truckers in their own vehicles, in their pickup trucks, that have caused the city to be in gridlock right now. calling them small fringe minority. So I guess they're like, okay, let me call your bluff. Now, I know the rhetoric that has been going around in the news media and with some politicians, namely Jagmeet Singh, one of the political leaders of the NDP, federal leaders. He has pointed out that it's white supremacist nationalists that are leading this truckers convoy. And many other people are saying the same thing and wondering, oh, why are people of color a part of this and all this? The thing is, it is not the vast majority. This is about Canada and Canadians. Every country that has a democracy, you're going to have racist people in it. You're going to have racist people in it. Okay? Canada has racist people. This mandate that has been put down from the government is against every Canadian, including the racists. So there are truckers who are racist. There are doctors who are racist, nurses who are racist, lawyers who are racist. The cashier at Walmart, some of them are racist. You cannot get away from it, okay? So once we come to that understanding, we realize that there are going to be racist people in this thing. Duh. But that doesn't mean that is what the movement is about. It's anti-mandate. It's not anti-jab. It's the choice to choose if you want the jab or not. Okay? It's the choice to choose if you want this medication or not. It's the choice to choose what it is you want to do. Okay? So when you see people of color that are for this cheering it on, they're well aware that there are racists involved. Now, there's been pictures being shown at the protests of a person carrying, holding up the Nazi flag with the swastika on it. There are pictures of people with the Canadian flag and there's stuff written on it and you see a swastika on it. There is another person carrying a Confederate flag, something in the middle of it, in the picture of it, not sure what it is, but it is a Confederate flag. What you have to understand about these movements, like similar to what happened when there was protests during George Floyd 2 years ago, that there are people, there are groups, fascist groups that come in and they plant themselves. Governments even do this. They pay people to go and cause and change the narrative of what's going on. These things do happen. This is not a conspiracy. These things do happen. This particular movement, they made it a point to actually share and say what it is that they don't want to happen. They don't want any violence. They don't want the government to be able to change the narrative in any way. They don't want anybody to engage with anyone that wants to start it, because they recognize that there are people that will come and try to disrupt the whole movement. Okay, so they're very much about this. Whether racist, the racist people are on the committee board or whatever, it's not a racist movement. It's anti-mandate movement. Everybody has their viewpoints in this thing when it comes to race, religion, and all that. It's not about, it's Canadian citizen, and that's what it is about. This mandate affects Canadian citizens, but understand one thing about this mandate. Understand one thing about this mandate for people of color and indigenous people of color. The indigenous and black people will suffer more for it than white people. Okay? When these mandates go through, it'll be more difficult, or when if these mandates continue, it's more difficult for black people and indigenous people who are on the side of where they don't want the jab. They want to continue life without getting it. It's going to be more difficult for us. So all the more we need to fight against these mandates and be given the ability to choose. So this is from the Freedom Convoy. Freedom Convoy, they've raised over $5 million already to pay for the truckers for their gas and for everything else. It says the trucking convoy is not anti-jab. It is anti-government mandates. Many of us are jabbed. Many of the truckers are jabbed. That's the other narrative that's going around. Many of them are jabbed. We simply believe that every Canadian should be free to choose and face no discrimination or restrictions on their freedom due to their choice. They don't want no more lockdowns, no more forced jabs. The truckers will not block any emergency vehicles at any point. They go on to say what they will not do, and they don't want any violence. What is happening, as I pointed out, there are people, the person that had the Confederate flag, there is a video that's being shown that the person was being called out and they had to walk away. They were wearing a mask. All you can see is the holes for the eyes and the holes for the mouth, I think, and maybe a little slit for the nose, but you can't see their face. And that's what they normally do. They cover up. And he had the flag and he just had to walk through. He couldn't say nothing because they were calling him out and telling him to leave, because that's not what they're about. There were some people that were also, Terry Fox is a huge symbol for Canada. Huge symbol for Canada. And he ran across Canada. He had cancer back in the 70s, 80s, early 80s, 70s, 80s, and he passed away. And they made a monument for him, a statue for him, and they put signs on it and all this stuff. And I don't agree with that. I think the statues should be left alone. If this is about anti-mandate, then it's about anti-mandate. I don't know who did that. I don't know if it's the protesters, but I know that these flags that are going there to cause and conjure up racism and division, that is planted. If it's planted by the government or it's planted by one of the fascist, I don't know, but it's not a part of this protest. This protest is anti-mandate right now. So as I showed you the clip, Trudeau, that was on the 26th. That was Wednesday when he said it's a small fringe minority that's coming to Ottawa. Me tell you, don't follow the news and look on videos and all that, because the news is not showing you how many people are there. One of the news clips said 10,000 people were there. I looked at the clip that I saw on Instagram, and they had the drones going over. I said, there is no way. That looks like Carabana. Because if anybody in Toronto is familiar with Carabana, that at least 500,000 people reach, 1 million people reach Carabana. Normally that's how much. It looked like way more than 10,000, way more. So that was on the Wednesday when Justin Trudeau said that. On the Thursday or Friday, it came out that he was going in isolation. Why? Because our prime minister, who is double jabbed, and I believe he got the booster as well, was in the presence of somebody who had C19, as I heard Claremont refer to it, C19, and felt that, okay, I should isolate. However, he took a rapid test and it was negative. According to Canadian policy, once you've been jabbed and you've gotten a negative test, you're free, you're okay. No, he's going into isolation for 5 days. How convenient. Everybody was like, how convenient. And then today now I'm hearing that he has now been whisked away to a private location. Guys, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know those truckers ain't leaving, going no place. This is just fuel. Because it looks like our prime minister is running and hiding from the situation. And the more he keeps saying the only way to fight this is through everyone being jabbed. The only way to fight this is through that's the number one way, the only way we can fight this. And the clear majority of Canadians agree with me. And just because they got jabbed doesn't mean they agree, Justin. That's where we're at in Canada, people. That's where we're at. But you as a person of color, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, there are racists in there. I mean, there are racists you work with racist people. Come on now. It doesn't mean you can't smile in their face and say good morning. It doesn't mean that if something happened at your workplace that you guys can't band together and fight against management or fight, for something with HR. It's the same thing. We're all Canadians and we're fighting for a cause. And that's what's up right now. That's what's going on. So yes, we are well aware that there are Native Indians, indigenous people who have dirty water, drinking water, dirty water to bathe in, falling out of their faucets in their homes. We're well aware. And this was something that we've been calling out Justin Trudeau about from when he first came in office, when he was campaigning 6 years ago. He said that he was going to look into it and deal with it. I'll till no, them still have dirty water come out of the tap. Okay? So guess what? People were saying, oh, they can raise $6 million for this freedom convoy for the truckers, but they can't get water for, they can't raise money for water for the indigenous people. Well, guess what? They just started a clean water fund for the indigenous on GoFundMe. It was the People of Color Freedom Convoy that started. So they have a separate account now. So there's another account, and that count has been rising. Yesterday it was rising like crazy. I don't even know where the amount is at right now. Maybe I can quickly look, but they're raising the money now, people. They are raising the money. They're putting their money where their mouth is. Canadians are banding together. There is nothing that Jagmeet Singh, the leader of NDP, can say. There is nothing that our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau can call out anymore. They can't be calling this a it's led by racists. It's gone past that. It's Canadian people that are just done now. We're done. We're seeing Denmark, we're seeing UK, we're seeing Bosnia, we're seeing all of them drop off the restrictions. We're seeing Israel, who is almost, they're 99% jabbed, and their numbers are rising. And apparently it's coming out now. It's because they want to stop the booster because they feel the booster is what's causing the rise. You ever hear anything like that? And Justin Trudeau is still pushing for all of this. People, we need to pray for our country. We need to pray for our leaders. Yes, we need to pray God come in and turn things around, because the freedom people are, you hear earlier in the show, we're talking to Sister Shireen about gathering, and it's only her second time having people over since when? It was a while ago. It's like November. People are not being able to come together. They're falling for the narrative that's coming from the news on what's happening. Meantime, people are living their life. Everybody needs to live their life. People need to come together again and be able to worship together, praise together, pray for one another, lay hands on people and let them be healed. We need to stop the fear, because fear is not of God. God did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. It should be our love leading us to be around people. Man, come on, let's stop with the fear now. Fear of this C-19 business, it now reduced to the common cold. We're being lied to, people. We're being lied to, and that is what's going on. So let's pray that no violence happens. Let's pray no violence happens in this protest. Let's pray that what the mandate was set to do for this protest and change the hearts, change the minds of the leader of this country, and that it will change his mind and start to see certain things. Yes, we may have to suffer for it in our supermarkets and being able to get goods and whatever, but know that is what needs to happen when you protest. That's what a protest is. Remember the protest of Alabama when Rosa Parks was refused her seat on the bus. What happened? They decided to boycott the buses. They walked to work, and that wasn't weeks, it was a couple months. Okay? With protests comes sacrifice. So that's what needs to happen, and that's what's up. That's what's going on. All right. So I hope everybody understands my heart and hears my heart, and gets that. I don't care if you got jabbed or not. I don't care. You had the choice. You should be able to be given the choice. Canada is turning into a dictatorship, and I'm sad. I don't recognize the country of my birth anymore, and it's sad to see so many people frightened, so many people bawling when they have to go. I'm hearing stories of people bawling when they have to go and get the jab. They're crying, shaking, and the person can't put the needle inside of them because I'm a shake. And they're like, do you want to come another day? They're like, I can't, because if I don't get it today, then I lose my job. What is that? These are the things that I've been hearing since November. Man, no. That's what's going on. So for those of you, I hope that didn't understand what's going on, I hope that you understand more. I hope those of you who have been criticizing it, what else can be done? What else can be done? Canadians have to come together to fight this thing. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care. Understand why the protest needs to happen. No, I don't agree with the violence. No, I don't agree with putting signs on statues. Statues not have nothing to do with it. Terry Fox not have nothing to do with it. The unknown soldier statue have nothing to do with it. This is between Canadians and our Prime Minister and the governments. That's what's up, right? So let me get into the music. This is what my segment, strictly Canadian on Radical Riddimz style, on this station, SPRLIVEFM.com. We support our Canadian gospel artists, and we're going to get into that. And I find it so fitting to play Jesus in the City's The Blessing. Jesus in the City is a parade that we have in Toronto every year in September, and it just celebrates Christianity, celebrates the Bible. They come with music, they come with floats, they come people dressed up in costumes and representing the people of the Bible. So we're gonna hear from Jesus in the City, various artists, The Blessing, Jermaine Cowan, George Banton, Tashara, and Kevin Adams. So hopefully we can get to all of that before I end the show. But yes, man, I hope you guys heard my heart. Just pray, keep in prayer for all of this protesting, because I don't know when it's going to be over. To answer your question, Johnny Watts, I don't know when this whole thing, I know that Doug Ford is changing his heart with regards to Ontario, our province. I know that he wanted everything to end in March, but I think that he's getting pushback. So we will see what happens. But yes, we're just praying for a blessing. This is Jesus in the City, The Blessing. Various artists right here, SPRLIVEFM.com, Radical Riddimz.
Welcome to the island.
Come from Caribbean. The Lord bless you and keep you.
Lord just keep you. Hey, hey.
Make His face to shine upon you.
Be gracious to you. Be gracious to you. Oh,
May the Lord just turn His face toward you. May the Lord just turn His face toward you and give you peace.
May the Lord just bless you, may the Lord just keep you,
Make His face to shine upon you.
be gracious to you. Be gracious to you.
may the Lord just turn His face toward you, may the Lord just turn His face toward you and give you peace.
Let me go. For your blessing over me. Send your blessing over me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get ready to go. Hey. For your blessing over me. Hey. Send your blessing over me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children.
May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations.
Your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May you to Shara. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That journey.
Ooh, yeah. Remember what you said that you wanted. Remember what you said when you started. If you give up now, you'll never have it. You may be closer than you think. It's a process. Have a little faith, share a little love, give a little more. You can't give up right now. Have a little faith, share a little love, give a little more. You can't give up right now. You can't give up right now. You can't give up right now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Remember what you heard from the master. Remember that the path feels correct. Yeah, if you give up now, you'll never have it. You may be closer than you think. It's a process. Have a little faith, share a little love, give a little more. You can't give up right now. Have a little faith, share a little love, give a little more. You can't give up right now. You can't give up right now. You can't give up right now. Right now you can't go on any longer. And the stress is a pile and I wonder how long will it go on like this? No, that time hasn't made you any stronger. And in the song as you feel you go under, and you feel like you just quit. Let me tell you now, one day, it won't be like this. No, one day, ooh. No, you just can't quit. No, one day, ooh.
We are serve one God, him a Jesus Christ, cause it's a no same alt and bad. And the Lord love me and Jermaine, him love me more than we granddad. All the dancers have come on. Right away. One God alone in a take that life. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone in a take him feature. Yes, him God alone with a life and hope. One God alone in a take that life. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone in a take him feature. Yes, him God alone with a life and hope. Anytime I need me, say anytime I stress. One God a lean and my soul find rest. He's like a rock when him stretch out his arms. The devil have me flee and every storm get calm. I will never fear, me say I will never fret. Jesus Christ has never failed you yet. Anytime I trouble, me say any kind of stress. The devil have me flee is no contest. God, one God alone will take that life. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone will take him feature. That's him God alone with a life and hope. One God alone will take that life. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone will take him feature. That's him God alone with a life and hope. Me tell him one God alone and no three nor four. God a fi me remedy when me want cure. And me a store my riches in a heaven, so me a fi rich and me say me not poor. One God alone a fi answer me in. Jesus Christ we a fi call your name, car we a fi beg you up and now we a fi praise you. Now we not go call for your name in vain. Me say one God alone will take that life. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone will not take him feature. Yes, him God alone with a life and hope. One God alone will not take that life. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone will not take him feature. Yes, him God alone with a life and hope. 1976 my eyes look upon this land, but not until me meet Jesus it truly began. The love they gave to me you cannot get it from no one. Me nah let him feel nobody but go and hold his hand. Some of the people me talking to can't understand. You never know that reggae music could be Christian, because we have relationship and not religion. So no let me make me sing me God a song. One God alone will not take that life. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone will not take him feature. That's him God alone with a life and hope. One God alone will not take that life. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone will not take him feature. That's him God alone with a life and hope. One God alone. It's just dancing. One God alone. One God alone. All the dancers them come on. Gossa. Right away. One God alone will not take that night. One God alone make the devil take flight. One God alone will not take him feature. Yes, in God alone with a life and hope. Jesus, you are my Lord and healer. You are my strength and redeemer. You are my shining armor. Jesus,
Maker, there are lots of righteous people love to sing redemption song. Come on, children, won't you gather round now? Help me, sing along. Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I know that I'll fly away. Oh, glory. I'll fly away. Oh, when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a Lots of righteous people love to sing redemption song. Come on, children, won't you gather round now? Help me, help me, help me, sing along. I saw them pilgrim, don't by the riverside, don't by the riverside, don't by the riverside. I saw them pilgrim, don't by the riverside, saying, step right in. They were singing, rock me, rock me, rock me, oh Lord, rock me till I want no more. Rock me, rock me, rock me, oh Lord, rock me till I want no more. Revival time is here again. Oh, come hear that glad refrain. The water is ready. Come on, step right in. Say, wash me, wash me.
Yes, y'all. Come to the end of my show. Only 4 minutes left, but I did not want to leave without saying adios and goodbye. Thank you so much, Radical Riddimers, for joining in. Thank you for those watching by YouTube and listening by radio, SPRLIVEFM.com. It's your girl, Princess Playa, signing off. But tonight, don't forget, 7 p.m. is Hands Clapping, Foot Stomping with Brotha, Benji, for sure. And right after this is some more Strictly Canadian. That's what we got going on, Strictly Canadian. Just keep the radio going. Just keep the radio going. And if you're watching by YouTube, and I keep pointing over here because that's where I have the screen. If you're watching by YouTube, come on over to SPRLIVEFM.com and listen on the radio and have it playing in your house and let it bless your home. Y'all have a blessed week. DJ Analyst, you didn't hear me earlier. Shout out to you. Please to send me some chutney. I'm not going to say it again. Please to send some chutney music. Thank you. Because I need to play some chutney for Radical Riddimz. Okay? Thank you. All right. Y'all have a blessed time. I know, Sister Faye, the time flies. I know. But you know what? I'm thinking about adding an extra hour in the future. So hopefully Radical Riddimz will go for 3 hours as opposed to 2. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. All right. Y'all have a blessed week. Love you all.
Through oceans, you're the greatest I am. Oh yeah. Set the captives free. Hey, my Jesus will come true for you and me. Show your hand, everybody. We're gonna give you. There is power. Oh yeah. Say, praise God. We're gonna give you. There is power. Oh, I call upon. Something I
Don't give up, yeah. Just ride out the storm. Hey, you've been in the storm, and it seems like